we focus so intently in the business today and developing bench strength. I mean, a lot of what we do is looking for that next person. Who's that next person who's going to stand up that can take on more responsibility? It's much easier to do that when you're not trying to do too many things.
Right. We've had the opportunity to expand multiple times, and a lot of requests and clients in different markets and things. We have been tempted every single time, but we've always said no, and we've turned down tons of units and tons of clients because we are protecting what we are building so intentionally to make sure that we're not losing anything, because we have something really good going on now. I don't want to damage that.
Right, exactly.
And so we're very selective about where we go, and we are starting to look at like some expansion opportunities now, but we are very cautious.
And you'll know when that is. You'll know when that time is right. I mean, honestly, as a CEO, you've got the pulse on the company. Like, you'll know when it's time to make that move. And the mistake that I made early on with expansion was I wanted to expand for the sake of expanding. And I'd pick a market that I wanted to be in, and I'd go hire a bunch of agents. My mistake was I didn't have the person there, like the person 100%. Who bought into my culture. And so I was trying to grow all these little teams, and I didn't really have good leadership in any of them. And so when I pulled back, one of the things that I realized is when you want to build a business, whether it's an extension of your current business or a new business, you got to build it around the person. You've got to have people in place to make it work. And that's been one of the differences for us as we have grown. One of my focuses internal in our company is looking at bench strength and making sure that we have people who can be that next level of manager, who can take on another role. All of our hires internally, all of our businesses are now managed by people who were agents in our company, and people who just showed something beyond just being an agent. When you realize that, when you have the person, you can go and build around them. Sometimes it may not even be a place that you were thinking about. It's that you find this team with a leader that's amazing, and they get it, and you're like, you know what, I can build a business around this person. It's kind of like, think about it, it's like a football team. When you get that stud quarterback, you build your team around that quarterback's strengths, right? It's the same thing in this. Like, you build the team around that person, and that's what makes it successful. If you just go out and say, you know what, I can sell a whole lot of real estate here, but I got to go hire a bunch of people, but I don't have that one person, I can almost tell you it's not going to work. Or it's not going to be pretty.
I was fortunate to see that play out in a previous company that I worked for in the fitness industry back in the day. They had 30-something locations, but I noted that they were opening up locations like crazy. Every time they opened a location, they picked the rock star at the most local location. They picked the number one person and made them, gave them some incentive to open up the next shop. And so it would not happen without that. You needed someone who was bought in, knows exactly what's going on. And so we just opened up an office in Petersburg, and we have one of our level 10, one of our executive people are now working down there because he's bought in on the culture.
Knows the culture and can replicate the culture there.
And so that is what we're doing too, because we've thought about this, and it's funny because when I talk about expansion, we look at the opportunities. It could be a client with a lot of properties in one market that we would love to do business with, or something where we can go kind of get on that ledge and then build around it. Or it can be a person that wants to work for Peak and that really gets it and knows it, that is willing to come work with us in our culture for a while, and then we can go open up that market. And we're working on both.
Critical. That person is just so critical.
Right. And that's the hardest thing to find.
It's so hard. That's why we focus so intently in the business today and developing bench strength. I mean, a lot of what we do is looking for that next person. Who's that next person who's going to stand up that can take on more responsibility? And we're watching. I mean, we pay them. We have mentors in our group today. We have team leaders that they're responsible for 3 to 4 agents each. And the reason that we do those types of things is we're giving them opportunities to see where they shine. Because for me, the person that I want is the person that people naturally gravitate to and ask questions of. Just because you make somebody a team leader doesn't necessarily mean they're a leader, right? So I'm looking for those people that people naturally look at as a leader, and I can put them in place, and then it's easy. Things just flow. And when things flow, it makes it so much easier. But those people are the people that we're looking at for our next level. our managing broker of our Charlottesville office. She just got promoted into sales director with the team, and now one of our current team leaders just got promoted into the managing director at the Charlottesville office. So we're moving these people around, and these are all people from within the organization who've been with us for a few years, but we've been able to watch them and develop their strengths and help them, and it's worked out well. But you only have so many people, right? And so that's why developing that bench strength is so critical. You always got to be watching out for who's that next person.